now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sold him last week resolves itself this time around.
Purdy going to the air right away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 35, here's second down and 2. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action here. Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
To throw is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. In motion right, that's Harrison. Murray going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Purdy looking to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Purdy. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Motion to the left with Jennings. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Again, McCaffrey, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Cardinals at 12-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Wiggles free. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 2nd and 8. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Final play of the half. Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We start in the NFC West. Seattle heading down the coast to take on L.A. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion right, that's Harrison. Now Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray now to throw. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Purdy. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel. 34 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Goes right back to McBride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now is Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Now Murray again. Caught by Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In motion, the tight end. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. In motion right, that's Harrison. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Connor on the toss left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Murray to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's caught by Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. That's complete to McBride. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson. Now 2nd down and a few inches. To throw is Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Murray now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The visitors' offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for San Francisco, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10, and by just about